Hey, what's going on guys, it's Renzaru here, or Jake, and today I'm bringing you guys the top 5 worst wonder weapons in Call of Duty Zombies. Like all top 5s, your opinion might differ from mine, so make sure you guys leave your top 5 worst wonder weapons in the comments below. Like always, I'd love to hear your guys' opinion, and anyways, let's jump right into the number 5 spot. So guys, coming in at number 5 spot, we have the jet gun. Now I know a lot of you guys might be really confused why this isn't the number 1 spot, but let me just explain to you why it's only at the number 5. Now, a lot of people can actually argue that the jet gun is the best wonder weapon in Call of Duty Zombies, because in theory, it does do infinite damage and it has infinite ammo. Now the problems that people have with the jet gun is that it's just a massive pain in the ass to use. The jet gun for some reason can actually break, and if you don't want it to break, you have to wait like a year for it to recharge. It's just a massive pain in the ass to use. Like, I feel bad for anyone who tries the high round on transit, because if I had to use this weapon for a couple hours straight just to reach like round 80, I think I'd genuinely go insane. But as I said, on paper it actually is the best wonder weapon in the game, and it can get you to really high rounds, unlike some of the other weapons on this list. But because of the fact that it's just annoying to use, it's gonna have to come in at a number 5 spot. So guys, coming in at a number 4 spot, we have the Scavenger. So guys, it does actually pay me to put this on the list because the Scavenger in my opinion is one of the coolest looking wonder weapons, but obviously it's on this list because it kind of sucks. So the Scavenger can actually one shot up until about round 42, and then after that the drop off is pretty quick. It'll just start taking more and more bullets to kill a zombie, up until the point where it's basically useless. Take a look at any Call of the Dead high round gameplay and you'll see that none of them by the end of it is using the Scavenger. This gun is actually one of the many reasons to why Call of the Dead hasn't reached round 100 yet on solo. Also, just getting away from high rounds, there's also the fact that you do need PhD Flopper to use this weapon, because otherwise you're just gonna die. So I guess that does take up one of your perk slots, but you can just get more perks by killing George with it, which by the way it's pretty good at. Again, it does hurt me to put the Scavenger on this list, but with all of what I've said already, it just has to be at the number 4 spot. So guys, coming in at number 3 spot, we have the Regan. So guys, it does actually kind of suck that the Regan comes in on this list, because back in the days of like World at War or Black Ops 1, this used to be the go-to weapon. But nowadays, I feel like people just kind of pick it up out the box and then just trade it away like it's nothing. But it makes sense the way people do that, because throughout Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 and even Black Ops 4, the Regan just became more and more useless. Better wonder weapons came and took its spot. But let's actually look at the reasons to why the Regan is pretty bad. From personal experience, I would say the Regan starts to drop off about round 30ish. After that point, it'll be harder to get kills with. And if you guys are trying to get a kill with this thing on round 100, then I wish you the best of luck. High rounders on farm or town or something that doesn't have a wonder weapon other than the Regan Mark 1 usually will have to keep switching it out just to try and get a single kill. One of the main reasons the Regan is actually above the next couple spots is because of the fact that it has a lot of ammo. When it's pack-a-punched, it'll get 40 bullets in the clip and 200 in reserve, which is to why I said on town or farm it actually can be used to at least get a kill. Now watch Mojo, I'm sorry I'm gonna have to do this to you since you decided to put the Regan at the number 1 spot for top 10 best weapons in zombies, but for me the Regan is just gonna have to come in at the number 3 spot. So guys, coming in at a number 2 spot, we have the Winter's Howl. This spot shouldn't be a surprise to anyone if you've at least played 5 or watched the Revisiting Baruch video. You'll notice that it can just barely kill on like round 20 on Pack-a-Punch, and even when it is Pack-a-Punch, it can still barely kill about round 30. I think the main issue with the Winter's Howl is that it just doesn't do enough damage compared to the other weapons, and it also just holds no ammo at all. Easiest fix to this problem would be to give it the same ammo that the Regan has. I would also say it plays a significant part into why 5 is one of the hardest maps, and that it really does take a lot of skill to get past round 100 on that map. I believe the Winter's Howl is actually a lot better on Classified in BO4. This is mainly due to the zombies' health not increasing past round 35, and I also believe the damage is a little bit better, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But if we're looking at just the Black Ops 1 version of the Winter's Howl, it just sucks. So because of that, it just has to come in at the number 2 spot. So guys, if we move on to the honorable mentions, we only have one in this video, and that's going to have to be the Regan Mark III. I won't go into too much detail about it, but basically the Regan Mark III drops off about round 40. At that point, killing zombies with it gets a lot harder. From my experience, past round 40 on that map, the only useful part of the Mark III is when you use the Regan bit on the Valkyries or the Manglers, because most of the time you'll be using like the Vespa with Deadwire or something else with Blast Furnace to kill the zombies. So because of the fact it doesn't even play much of a role to getting to a high round on its own map, I believe I had to put it in the honorable mentions. It's not the worst wonder weapon ever, but it definitely isn't the best. But anyways, let's move on to the number 1 spot. So guys, coming in at number 1 spot, we have the VR11. Now, on solo, I don't even know if you could really consider this a wonder weapon. Like, it's so bad. If you've never used the VR11, it can kill 1 zombie per bullet, and the issue with that is that it has basically no ammo. So when you do pack-a-punch it, you can actually kill about 24 zombies if you use up all the ammo. Now, although that does sound useless, there is actually some high rounders who use this to get through the higher rounds. Another thing the VR11 can do is that if you shoot a zombie 3 times, it will make it blow up. The thing with that is that it does basically no damage. So on high rounds it's pointless. The only real place that this wonder weapon does shine is on co-op. This is mainly due to the fact that if you shoot your teammate with the pack-a-punch version, it does give him an insta-kill effect. That's why the co-op record for Call of the Dead is actually a lot higher than the solo record. But if we are looking at this from a solo perspective, it is literally the worst wonder weapon in zombies. So because of that, I'm gonna have to put it at the number 1 spot. So guys, that's my opinion on what I believe is the top 5 worst wonder weapons in Call of Duty Zombies. As I said at the beginning, make sure you guys leave yours in the comment section below because I'd love to hear you guys' opinions. Also, if you guys do have any suggestions of what you would like to see for the next top 5, be sure to leave it in the comments, or just video ideas in general. I would love to see what you guys want from this channel. Anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.